Hello, welcome to my stream. Today I will be playing more of RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe. And last time we cleared the second level of the expansion pack of this game. And today we are going to play Canary Mines, the third level of the expansion pack. And I'm already seeing the objective in there. I need to have 1,300 guests in my park at the end of October, year 3, with a park rating of at least 600. That sounds a little bit like the previous objective, because in the previous park, in the Three Monkeys park, we needed to have 1,400 guests around the same period or around the same date. So it is a little bit easier in here because the number of guests is lower than before. Although I don't think that we'll have the roller coasters. Wait, do I have roller coasters? I'm seeing it there in the description. Okay, maybe if we already have some roller coasters in the park, like we had in the previous one, then it won't be that difficult. Although I'm not sure, but it seems that we have them, so that's helpful. And maybe this park won't be super hard. So this is an abandoned mine, already has the makings of a tourist attraction with its miniature railway and a pair of vertical drop roller coasters. Okay, so we are good. At first I was worried because what really helped me in the previous park was the fact that I had three roller coasters already built in the park. But in here we also have them, so that's great, that's very helpful, that will give us money. And speaking about money, I'm starting this park with $10,000, which is great, because in the previous one we had like 5,000, right? Okay, so maybe things in here will be easier than the previous park, so let's go for it. Also, I hope the stream is alright. In here it looks good for me. Also, maybe my webcam is a little bit darker than usual today. It's because I don't have my curtains in my room open today because it's super hot outside, and also it's super bright too. Look at that. You see, I'm trying to avoid that sun because it's crazy hot today. So, but I still think that it's alright. It's a little bit darker, but it's alright. So let's go for the game, right? First, let me take a look at everything. So where are the roller coasters? Oh, those are the roller coasters. Okay, they look nice. And that's the miniature railroad. It's called Coal Train. And it's for free. Why is it for free? Am I charging the admission price of the park already? I don't think so. Oh, actually I am. So that's why the miniature railroad is for free. So I'm guessing that also the roller coasters will be for free. They are. I don't think this is a good strategy though. Not for the beginning of the park. I will charge the roller coaster at least $1 if possible. And the miniature railroad, I will charge it with 40 cents. I don't like the idea of starting the park without rides giving me money, especially when the rides are still new. So what about my staff? I have a handyman. I need more because I have two roller coasters in there. So I will have three handymen. And I have one mechanic, that's alright. I have one security guard. And I don't have an entertainer. I will hire one. Hey Sherbert, how are you, man? Welcome. Are you still doing your packing? When are you moving? When exactly are you moving? So what else do I want to do here? I want to check my research. Normal funding, that's good. No, I don't want ride improvements. I don't want scenery. Okay. I will keep everything else. Let me see the roller coasters though. I don't have the steel roller coaster, but maybe I won't need it that badly, right? Because I already have two roller coasters in here. Oh, right now you are at work? But when are you planning to move, or when is that happening? Oh, you guys are only moving in February 20th? Okay, you guys will still have 1 month. 1 month to prepare everything until there. So that's good, that's good. You guys have time. Let me see if I can build, and I believe I can. If I can build on-ride photo sections on the roller coasters in here. Let's close them. So where can I try to build that? So it is an underground roller coaster, so I can't see it very well right now. I think that the station platform is the only way, or is the only place where I can try to build on-ride photo section in here. Oh, I need to open the park, okay. Or actually not open the park, sorry. I need to unpause the game. Yes, I'm guessing that the station platform is the only place where I can try to build that. Right there. Yes, I can do an on-ride photo section in there. Oh, above ground? Okay, that actually makes sense. We can take pictures underground, right? You are working extra hours this week? Do you have a reason to be doing that? Is there a reason? Are you doing that by your own desire, or are you doing that because of something that people are demanding you to do? Maybe because later, when you guys are completing the moving, right? You guys will need to have some free time to do that. And then the extra hours you're doing today, you will be able uh, to change for the extra hours of free time in the future. Oh no, you are doing that for money. Okay, you're doing that so you can afford a fence. It's funny that in here, not many houses have fences. I know that it's very common in there. Actually, you guys usually have large gardens or large outside areas in your houses. In here, that's not very common. In here, the houses are much simpler, they are much more compact. And yes, in here, we don't have fences. Usually, we have huge walls or something like that. Of course, it depends, right? We also have houses that have fences, gardens, and everything. But I don't think it is that common. It's not like every house will look like that. You took time off, but you get paid for that. Oh, will you get paid for the time off? That's awesome. That's very nice. I really wanted to build the on-ride photo section for obvious reasons, but I don't think I will be able to do this. Or I will need to change the roller coasters, and I don't want to change them that much. So I give up about the on-ride photo section. That sucks, but it's still cool. It's still cool. Oh, you need a fence for the dog. Do you have only one dog? Or do you have more than one dog? Or more than one pet? My family has two dogs. My sister has a pug, and my mother has a Yorkshire. I'm not a fan of dogs or pets in general, so I never interact too much with them, or I don't take care of them. But it's alright if my family wants to have them, and if they are not bothering me too much. That's okay. I don't have patience for pets or dogs. You only have one dog. Do you know the? I'm not sure if that's the proper word, but is it? It's not brand. Um, which kind of dog is it? Maybe that's a better way to ask that. Is it tier? Maybe it is tier. Which tier is your dog? Yeah, maybe the word that I want is tier. I believe you might have a big one, right? A big dog. Especially because you want to buy fences. Also, when you have dogs or pets in general, that's a very strong. It's a very strong um, reason. It is a very strong reason to make you move to another house, right? It's a. She's a little terrier. Wait, a Maltese? So was I wrong by staying tier? Maybe I was. Where is the entrance? Because the entrance is outside, right? Is it in there? I'm so lost in this park. Where is the entrance? Oh, it's down here. Okay. So people get to my park from there. So that's where I need to build an information kiosk. Oh, the candy apple stand. It's also an exclusive shop stall, right? Food stall from the expansion pack. I'm doing it in there. Breed. Okay, it's breed. It's not tier. It's not brand, right? It's breed. Yeah, it's breed. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember some vocabulary or some words, especially words that I don't use them too often. So where can I build my food plaza? Let's see. Actually, this park is very confusing because it has many different levels and the areas with very regular land, they are not at the same level as the path. So it's a little bit confusing. You do great. I don't know. I'm trying my best to communicate. And thankfully, I know when I'm not sure about something. So that's something that helps me a lot. It helps me to find new ways to describe what I want to say, you know. I know that some people, I don't know um, if they are trying to speak a foreign language, sometimes they will think that they know everything and they won't even consider if they are mistaken. So they will say things um, expecting them to be right. That's not me. If I suspect that I might be wrong, I will say that because sometimes I know that I'm wrong or I'm not sure about something. English is a difficult language. It is and it isn't. Thankfully, English is a good language for you start communicating, but if you want to have a perfect English, then it's difficult. But if you want to communicate with basic English, then I don't think it is difficult. For example, there are other languages, and I can say German, for example, that even the basic German is hard, you know? Even the starting lessons in German are difficult. I don't think English is difficult for basic English, for example. You have anxiety, so I have to do that too because sometimes I forget words. I'm not sure if I told you, but on Christmas last year I had my first anxiety crisis, and it was horrible because my parents took me to the doctor, and I was feeling like I was dying. But when the doctors were doing their exams, they couldn't see anything wrong with me. My pressure was alright. I wasn't feeling fever. My heartbeats were nice too. The blood tests couldn't see anything. But I was feeling like I was dying. So anxiety is horrible. It's so horrible because it's that very bad feeling, and it's totally psychological, and nobody can detect it on you. It's something that you need to, I don't know, to heal or to feel better by yourself, because people won't see or they won't notice some bad things going on with your body, and it's horrible. I was losing um, I don't know how to explain, but I was losing the feelings of my arms, so they were feeling pale and they were shaking. So it was horrible. It was a horrible feeling. I hope you don't have anxiety crises too commonly, right? I hope they are not too common. Because when I had it, it was horrible. But I believe I know the triggers, or I believe I know what triggered that. And it was the fact that when I was by my hometown, I couldn't sleep very well in there thanks to the bed. The bed was horrible and very uncomfortable. So my lack of sleep, and also the pillow that I was using, it was also terrible. So I was feeling a lot of neck aches in there. So the neck aches and the lack of sleep, they triggered my anxiety crisis. I'm working on getting better. Yes, man, me too. Now that I'm back to my apartment, I feel much more comfortable and relaxed here. So I don't have more bad nights of sleep, and I love my pillow. My pillow in here is super comfortable. I also have a medicine in here in case I feel too stressed or something. It's a relaxing medicine. So yes, I'm working on getting better, and hopefully I won't have another crisis. But damn, it was so weird. It was such a bad experience. It's even hard to describe, and after you feel that, you totally can understand why people hate anxiety, because it's really horrible. It was such a bad experience. But thankfully, it only happened once to me. I still don't know how to work things in here in this park. I believe I would need to... Yes, I need to start getting to those areas, you see, that have very regular land. My question is, where will I build a bridge so I can get there? The drink stall. Oh, I didn't know I was missing that. Maybe if I start it from there. Will that work? Hi Dom, how are you? We were talking about anxiety. Sherbert also has felt anxiety before. But how are you today? Oh, I was able to connect both paths in there. But that's not what I want to do. Maybe... Okay, maybe this works. I believe this might work. I can get there, and now I can start doing a bridge, right? So I can get there. Okay, let's see if that works. Is this enough? Is this high enough? It is, I think. No, it's not. So, one more level in here. Okay, there we go. Now we finally have a way to those regular lands that we can use to build stuff. Oh, you're having a terrible headache. But other than that, today has been good. Are you back home or are you still studying or at work? And do you know why you're feeling the headache? Can it be hunger? Can it be stress? Can it be because you are feeling tired? If so, take a shower, a hot shower. Try to eat something, especially something healthy like fruits, an apple maybe. And try to sleep, try to get some sleep. I hope you can do that because sometimes we are too busy to take care of ourselves, right? So I believe I need to build my food plaza in here. Although it's too far from everything else, so this might not be the best place, but it's an option. So I will build it in here. Wait, this is better in this way, right? Okay, let's build our first candy apple stand. Candy apples are very popular here, especially in June. Because in June, in Brazil, we have I don't know, a special celebration during the entire month. It's like a country party or something like that. And it happens around all the country. And the food that you can find in those country themed parties, they are very also country based, and canned apple is one of those foods. You're home now? We had skill labs today where we learned to wash our hands for 2 hours. Wait, what? But yes, I'm laying down in the dark now. I think it has to do with the weather. I can agree with you because today maybe my webcam might look a little bit darker than usual, and it's thanks to my curtains. I don't have them open right now in my room because it was so bright and so hot outside. Thankfully now the sun is setting, so it's better. But when I was starting my stream 20 minutes ago, it was super hot outside. You love canned apples? Yes, those are very popular here, especially in June. And people like to wear some worn out clothes, especially worn out jeans and boots, and also some country themed hats and checkered shirts. It's a very fun month in Brazil. It's a very cheerful month in Brazil, and the food that those parties have in June in here, they are so good food. Actually, what am I saying, right? The food in here is almost is always right. Is always great. Green apples. I have never had candy green apples. Oh damn, this water is so good today. I have never had candy green apples. Probably because green apples are not very common here. Oh, I already have a burger bar. So I need a drink stall. And I need a bathroom. I want to do it in there. So let me change this. Do you think that candy green apples are better than red apples? Or candy red apples, right? Or red candy apples. I'm not sure the order. Or I don't know the order. I would say I believe it's candy green apple or candy red apple. You prefer the green ones. Now I'm curious. I wish I could taste one. But green apples are not popular here at all, and they are very expensive. So nobody buys them unless they have a very specific recipe to make. And usually red apples are they also work for that. So green apples are not common in here. So what else can I do? I don't have too many gentle rides in here. So I will build the true rides. Um, let's use this area back there. What's the best way to use that? Maybe there? Yeah, why not? First I need to find a way to get there, right? Maybe like this. Now the entrance. They have yellow or green um, entrance lights. Oh, are they red? No, they are green and red. And yellow. Actually, they have all the colors in here but blue. Yes, I would change that. I believe that yellow would be the better one. That's already yellow, right? No, that's the green one. Hey, pilot, how are you, man? Are you feeling less busy now? Or are you less busy now? Back to the highly ineffective capitalism. If you want to say it like that, then who am I to disagree, right? But how are you? Did you do your exams? The emptying of bladders must cost money. Man, I'm not charging the bathrooms at all. Don't even start it. Actually, this park, it has a different mechanic, or it started with a different mechanic. it started charging the admission price of the park a lot. Look at that. It's still May year one, and my admission price is already $16. That's crazy. But the rides are very cheap. Actually, they were free, but I decided to charge the rides with $1. At least the roller coasters and the miniature railroad has 40 cents. But they are all free. They were all free. You are just as busy. It's just the start of the term, so no exams for a while. But when are they happening? Are they happening in February? So that's my strategy in this park. I will keep the admission price very high, and I will make my rides very cheap. Oh, they are in April. So you have a lot of time. But probably they are very very hard tests, right? Or exams. By the way, I was finally able to finish Chrono Cross, man. Great game. I don't remember if you prefer Cross than Trigger, but it was a great game. Very, very complex and very, very confusing. So I can't say that I was able to absorb everything the game had to offer. But it was a great game. Which ending? I was able to save Shala. That's the ending that I got. I fought Lavos and Lavos had Shala. So I was able to free her by playing the Chrono Cross melody, right? By playing the melody of the Chrono Cross. Hey Drew, how are you, man? Welcome. I prefer Trigger. Cross certainly looks better, but Trigger is my favorite. Maybe people prefer Trigger because it's not that complicated, you know? You know those movies that some people love them because they are super complex and you can only understand them entirely when you watch and rewatch it and watch it again? I believe the same works in here. Maybe people don't prefer Cross because they are not able to understand everything that's going on in their first time playing it. At least I'm talking about general public, right? I'm talking about most of people. Of course, someone will have brains of, uh, I don't know, brains of an amazing capacity, and those people might be able to understand the game entirely in their first run. But man, it's too much to understand. It's too much to absorb. It was crazy. It was very difficult. Even with my discussions with chat, it was still very hard to get everything in there. But yes, maybe Chrono Cross is like one of those movies that it's a good movie, but it will be so much better once you give it more time, or once you rewatch it, or once you replay it, and then you will finally understand the point of the movie or the point of the game. Cross felt convoluted for no good reason. What do you mean by convoluted? The narrative jumped around too much and the characters mostly sucked. I don't know if I would say that the characters were bad, man. I actually really liked some of them. Of course, they didn't have too much time to shine in general because they were too much characters. Or, wait, too many, right? They were too many characters. But, I don't know, I really liked some of them. Or at least, I can't say that I hated the characters. It was just confusing. It was just confusing. And it was hard to keep track of things. If only Sprig, no, yes, Sprig was not one of my favorites. I understand why people love her though, but her style of fighting was not my style of fighting. I like to know what am I doing, right, in a battle, and she was super random. So that's not my style. But what I was saying, yes, the game was confusing. If only they had new ways to organize the ideas or to organize everything, it would work much better. I will mention an example in here. Majora's Mask, for example. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. They had a notebook in there to help you to clear the side quests. I wish Chrono Cross had something like that to make you keep track of everything that was doing in the you were right, everything that you were doing in the game, and also telling you the things and um, yeah, the things that happened in each dimension, because it was so hard for me to remember if I did something in one dimension but not in the other one, and then I was assuming that I did things in both dimensions but I was missing one of them. That was very confusing. I wish there were more options for you to organize that. For example, the game telling you, oh, you have been there in that dimension, or that side quest is still not over. I don't know. I missed some more organization. Maybe if I had uh, a notebook or if I were taking notes while playing the game, I would be more organized. But I don't know. I think that the game could do something more about that. Convoluted just means confusing pretty much, hard to follow. Yes, that's how I felt by playing Chrono Cross. It was very hard to follow, especially because I was only playing that game on my weekends. So imagine my suffering, right? It was so many things happening at the same time in there, and I needed to wait 7 days or more than that to return to the game. It was difficult. I tried my best, and thankfully I was doing some exploration every time, so that helped me to refresh my memory. But it was very, very hard to follow, especially when the lore was going on. I felt very confused. But thankfully the chat was also helping me to understand everything. But it's a very confusing game. And you guys were very right when you said that, I don't know, I should maybe play that game or have played that game every day, or in every stream, because it would be much easier for me to understand and to follow the things that were happening, because I underestimated the complexity of Chrono Cross. I wasn't expecting it to be more and more confusing as you keep progressing, because usually games give you some good explanations about things that are happening. But no, Chrono Cross keeps getting confusing and confusing. Crazy, it's so crazy. Oh, Xenogears is similar? Oh my god, F in advance. I'm planning to play Xenogears after Final Fantasy VII. You don't know why I'm playing those games only on my weekends, right? It's because usually people have free time on their weekends, and those are games that I want people to come to my stream and to watch me playing them. So that's why I don't want to play them on my weekdays. Because I know that many people will be able to be here on my weekends because maybe they are not working or they are not studying or something. But for example, today is the middle of the week, so they might be working or doing something, be busy, and they will miss my playthrough. So I like to separate things. I like to play some games that they don't demand too much attention, for example this one, or games that not too many people were looking for, yeah, looking for me to play them, like Faz, for example. I'm playing Faz right now and many people don't know about Faz. Okay, but at least Xenogears is not as bad though. That's great. It's more straightforward, but it has a lot more moving parts. By moving parts, do you mean sad parts, right? That's what you mean by moving parts. I have that experience with a few JRPGs with complex combat systems. I know that Xenoblade has a very complex battle system, and it's a very complex game, right? And when I was playing Final Fantasy, I also thought that it was a little bit complex. Not too much, but it took me some time to understand how things worked in there. It has some crazy things going on in Final Fantasy. So what else was happening in my park? I got the Ghost Rain, I can increase my admission price. Thankfully, in general, the JRPGs and the RPG games that are being released today, they have more ways to help you to stay organized, right? They have uh, more tutorials, they have backlogs, they have, I don't know, options in there to help you more when you are experiencing the game, or things to help you to remember past events in the game. So it's something that people are finally changing. But old RPGs, they are hard to follow sometimes. And if you don't pay too much attention, or if you don't play the game too frequently, you can get lost by playing them. I believe I will start paying my low one. I will pay 5,000. By the way, Drew, you are finally back to Banjo Tooie today, right? This level, the level that I'm playing right now in Roller Coaster, it could be a reference to Banjo Tooie. That's part of why I don't like to stream very complex games like that. I don't know, man. The biggest problem I would say is that I wasn't playing the game every day. That would be the biggest problem, in my opinion. Oh yes, and also you don't focus on dialogue as much. Yeah, yeah, that can be a problem. So yes, you are back to Tui. This level has a lot to do with Glitter Guild Mine, the level that you will continue playing today. Of course, it is a mine level, but also the name of it. The name of this level is Canary Mines. And maybe you don't remember, but you were able to meet Canary Mary last time we were playing Banjo Tooie. Where is my entrance? I never find it. Oh, it's down here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, Canary Mines, that's the name of this level. So this level is basically the Glitter Gulch Mine of RollerCoaster Tycoon. And it also has the miniature railroad. You can also see that in Glitter Gulch Mine, right? Hopefully today you'll be able to explore more that level and get used to the places in there, because it's very easy for you to get lost in there. I would recommend you to walk through the entire railroad in there, or entire minecart road in there. At least when I was playing that level, that's what I did to get used to every place in the mine. That helped me to keep track of things in there. So let's build a Ferris wheel. let's see. Maybe there? I could do it in here though. Oh, I can't? Okay, I can't. Yes, because that level, it is a very linear level actually. Because if you run through the trail, you see that it's a very linear level. Of course, it has the caverns and some other areas spread around, but the overworld is very linear. So if you follow the mine trail, you might be good, or it might help you. Because then you'd start to remember which things were more close to the entrance of the not entrance but to the beginning of the trail, and which things were more around the middle, and which things are more to the end of the mine trail. I really wanted to build the Ferris wheel somewhere else, not together with the swinging ship or the scrambled eggs. Oh, maybe here. Yes, maybe here. I will hire a new mechanic, and I will increase my admission price. And now I need to wait. I need to wait until I get new rides, because I don't have anything right now that I want to build. Yes, I don't want to build anything in here right now. So let me save the game too, right? Maybe I should change the normal funding to maximum, because I believe I'm making some good money in here. Oh, actually, it's starting to drop. Park entrance tickets. Yes, in July we lost some money in there. I will see what happens in August. The path is disgusting. Yes, I was seeing some vomit, but I guess things are better now, right? Oh no, maybe. Okay, it's in here. I'm hiring another handyman. Why are they getting sick in there? It's not that close to the roller coaster. And I don't think that scrambled eggs and swinging ship will be able to make them feel sick. So, yes, why are they getting sick in here, in this area? By the way, Drew, if you're still there, let me ask you something. Were you able to update your OBS? Because OBS has a new update going on, right? And before I started my stream, it asked me if I wanted to update it. And I tried to do it, but I got an error message saying that I was missing a plugin. And I tried to install the plugin by looking on YouTube how to do it, and I did it, and it still tells me that I need to have the plugin. So I wasn't able to update OBS thanks to that. I wonder if I'm the only one having that problem. Maybe I am. Yes, were you able to update OBS? Because OBS is asking people to update it. And I wasn't. When I tried to update my OBS, it was asking for a plugin, and I didn't have the plugin, it seems. And then I installed the plugin, but even now I still can't update OBS because it still shows me the same error that I'm missing a plugin and I should reinstall OBS. I don't want to reinstall OBS because I will lose my overlays, I will lose everything. Oh, you still haven't attempted to do it. Yes, I don't know what's going on. I know that on Twitter, the OBS Twitter was saying that some bugs were happening. Maybe now they are fixing, but maybe now they are fixing it, but I'm not sure if it's totally over. But I don't think it was related to the error that I was receiving in here. So I don't know what's going on. I hope that if I don't update it, I will still be alright, because I don't want to reinstall OBS. Or I will lose my overlays, everything. I don't want to lose that. And like I said, I installed the plugin that OBS was asking me to have. And it still wasn't enough to make it work, so I don't know. It just updated from OBS 16 to 20. No issues. Oh yes, mine is 20. My OBS is 20.1.3 or 20, 20 dot, right? 20.1.3. Maybe yours is 20.1.4 now. Yeah, it's the one before the update, but with the oh, yours is different because you are using a Mac version. And by the way, let me ask you something. Uh, do you guys use I believe it's called Riser computer? Is that the computer that you guys have? Because I have been thinking on trying to buy a new computer at some point, and I would like to buy a computer that works very well for streaming and gaming. And I was told that Riser computer is a good one because, for example, I struggle with some games right now when I try to stream them, and I would like to have a better computer in the future. But I'm not at yeah, Razer. Maybe it is Razer. Okay, it's Razer. I wasn't sure how it was called. I know it was something like that. Do you guys have it? Or do you guys recommend it? I was told that it's a very good computer. Wait, let me raise the admission price in here. Yes, but I can't build one on my own because I don't understand too much about tech stuff. Okay, everyone does that. Everyone builds a PC by their own. It's cheaper? I don't think to be cheaper in here though. At least the impression that I have is that complete computers are cheaper than buying parts, you know? I can try to check that, but I don't know. It sounds like too much work. But the major upgrade that I wanted to do in my computer uh, is changing the RAM memory because my RAM memory right now is 4 gigabytes, which is horrible. I want a better one, maybe 16 megabytes. And the other one is the Intel device or the Intel core because my Intel core is i5 and most people have i7. Buying parts and having it assembled or pre-assembled locally built computer is much cheaper. Yeah, but maybe it's much cheaper in there. I don't think it could be cheaper in here. I will need to check that, but my impression is that it's not. The fact that it is more work for you is actually what makes it cheaper. I don't know, I will see that. Because I don't think it works like the same in here. In here, people will charge the parts a lot. That's what I think they will do. It's more convenient to purchase a brand name computer, which is why it is more expensive. Yes, I will take a look later. It's only plans for the future, right? Because I don't like to try to play a game that I can't play it or I can't stream it thanks to my bad computer. It's horrible. It's frustrating. But yes, I don't know anything about tech stuff. So when I decide to get a computer, I would ask for help. I would appreciate help. I would need help. But the first thing that I have in my mind is that my next computer should have a core of i7 instead of i5 and it should have more memory RAM. something bigger than 4 gigabytes, which is the one that I have right now. Because when I check other people's specs, they all have i5 and they all have 16 gigabytes of memory. Okay, I paid my low one, so now every money that comes to me will be used to my par. Oh, I got the motion simulator. Okay, let's build it somewhere. You have 16. Yes, many people have 16. Every time I go to a streamer channel and check the specs, I read there that they have i7 core and 16 memory RAM. And mine is so, I don't know, it's worse than that, right? It's so old, or how can I call it? It's not updated, but it's underdated. Maybe it is dated. That's the way to say it. It is dated. Mine is so dated. Oh, this is a new roller coaster. I have never built one of those in my streams. Outdated, there we go. Outdated. My processor is not Intel, so it isn't i5, but it is as good as good. Wait, it is about as good i5. Oh, so your processor um, is worse than i7. I also have 16 as of a few weeks ago. Expect this laptop to power through at least 5-6 more years. If I can get 10 years out of it, I'm happy. Yes, I can understand that. I also try to do my best with the computer that I have. It is from AMD. I don't know what AMD is. Maybe it is not from Intel, right? Hey Young, how are you? I'm alright, man. It's just another hot day in Rio, right? And I will turn on my air conditioner again. But how are you? We are talking about computer specs and everything. Thankfully, the majority of games that I'm streaming and the majority of games that I like to play, they are very old games, they are retro games and things like that, so they don't demand too much of my computer in general. But you guys know how much I suffered to play those games and stream them at the same time, right? It is also an i7 which helps. Made sure to buy the best processor available at the time. I'd love to help you with the computer. I also have a very good friend who essentially built mine for me, so he has lots of knowledge for you. Is it Graves? Maybe it is not Graves. But Graves looks like someone that would understand a lot of computer. You are good, but you are sad because you can't play online. PSN is having problems. Are they doing some updates in there? And which game were you trying to play? You have built many computers. Yes, I wonder how you guys were able to learn that by yourself. Or by yourselves, right? By yourselves. Because in here, I would say that only if you study computer technology, or if you do a separate course or lesson of that, you'd understand those things. Oh, it's Overwatch. They just updated to have Blizzard World. I remember that they were talking about Blizzard World in BlizzCon, if I'm right. You want Disney in Overwatch. I built my first computer when I was 9. When you were 9? Wow. Yeah, maybe it is not difficult. It's just something that I don't know. I don't think many people in here they try doing by themselves. At least not myself. I never tried to do things like that by myself. Oh, it was Carl. I see. When I was 10, I built my first one. That's actually awesome because if you understand more about your hardware, then when you have computer issues, probably you'll be able to fix them by yourselves instead of calling a tech or something like that. In here, every time you have a big problem going on, we call a tech for help. Yes, you need to be careful or uh, you won't be able to make your computer work properly, and also you might damage the parts, right? Depending on what you're doing. But starting from zero, it's something that I don't know. I probably will need to have a tech person helping me. But if you guys think that it's cheaper, I don't know. People here they charge a lot for services. They charge a lot for parts. Things are way more expensive than they should be. It's actually something that you should do some very good research uh, before getting a service of a tech person or before buying some parts, because sometimes you might be paying much more than the real value of the product or of the service. You know what people like to do in here? When we have some special dates for sales or offers, in the week before they happen, some places they increase the price of their products, and then when they apply the discounts, they will have the same price as before, but showing a new discount. Like, oh, now this product is, I don't know, 50% off, but it still has the same price as it had before. It only says 50% off because before starting the sale, they raised and they increased the price of the product. They do that a lot in here, especially in Black Friday. So it's good to be careful about that. Maybe it's universal. Maybe also you guys have that happening in there too, right? It's funny because some people even call Black Friday as Black Fraud. Is fraud an English word? I believe it is. In Portuguese, it is fraude. So it would be black fraude. But in English, it would be black fraud. I believe it is an English word. I might be wrong though. I hope it is, because then you would get my pun in there. The water slide. Okay, that's not helpful at all. I need more gentle and thrill rides. At least we are making money. So I will do some testing soon in Final Fantasy VII. I believe it will work well, hopefully, because I'm planning to start it on the weekend. I'm planning to start Final Fantasy VII on Saturday. And at some point I'll need to go back to the Stanley Parable and see how I will be able to make that game work in a better way. I'm guessing that it was having the controlling problem because of my controller actually. My controller has been acting weird. And it's funny because I wasn't using it when I was trying to stream the Stanley Parable. I was trying to play the game with my keyboard, but maybe there was some interference going on, or some, I don't know, problem going on in there. We're starting to consider building a new computer just for gaming. Consoles are becoming annoying. Do you think so? Uh, what do you mean by annoying? My problem about PC gaming is that in general the games that we have for PC gaming, they are not the games that I like to play. So they are not appealing to me. That's why I can't see myself as a huge PC gamer. Usually, I don't like PC games in general. There are some exceptions. For example, Portal. Portal is one of my favorite PC games. Also, RollerCoaster Tycoon and some other indie games that I believe I will really like. But I will miss platforming, I will miss Zelda, I will miss, I don't know, some other games that I can find in Nintendo games, for example. You hate having to keep a whole bunch of consoles around. With PC gaming, when I upgrade, I still play all my old games without creating more junk that I have to own. Do you mean by emulating? Because yes, by emulating you still can play the old games from console. And if you have a great PC, then it will run those games very well, right? The biggest problem would be playing the newest games of consoles. But if modern PC games are appealing to you, then it's totally worth it. My problem is that usually recent PC games and even old PC games in general, they are never appealing to me. So I don't know, they are not my games in general, of course. Also, old PC games keep working. Yeah, they keep working. While PS1 games don't work on PS4, so I need to keep a PS1, a PS2, a PS3, and a PS4 around. What a waste of space. I don't know, man. For example, you don't need a PS1 anymore. You can play those games on your PS2, right? And then you also told me that you have a PSP. Some games you can play in the PSP. And I'm pretty sure that the PS3 games are. I'm not pretty sure actually, but I believe that you can play PS3 games in the PS4. So you also don't need to have a PS3. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state. Okay, let's check that. If you have a PS4, I don't think that you need to have a PS3 anymore. And if you have a PS2, then I don't think you need to have a PS1. Unless you are a collector. Oh, PS4 can't play PS3 games? Except for certain titles released online as part of their paid game streaming service. Yes, okay, so if you can't play PS3 games on the PS4, then that sucks. I could swear that you could. And I don't know why they are not allowing that to happen. Maybe it's because they want to get more money, right? But that sucks. That's really bad. Yes, you don't need a PS1, but yeah, you still would need the PS3 and the PS4. If you get a very good computer, you would be able to you would be able to run PS2 games and also the PS1 games on emulators. So then you would be able to get rid of a PS2. But first you need to have a great computer. That's how I was able to play Personas 3 and 4. I played them on emulator. Of course it wasn't perfect, but it was a very good emulation. Another nice thing is that PC gaming tends to be cheaper. That's actually a good point. Uh, and also, even when they are not cheap, they usually get on sale, right? After some time. So yes, PC gaming gets cheaper, that's for sure. If I want to play Morrowind again on my consoles, it's still old as crap looking. But on PC I can use mods to modernize it a bit, and Skyrim was upgraded to Legendary Edition for free, while on console you need to buy a whole new copy. That sucks. And also, if you are playing a game on your PC, you can also change the monitor, right? You can send the game to your TV. So it works just like a video game or a console. And also the controllers, PS4 controllers and maybe PS3 controllers, I'm not sure. And the Xbox controller, they also work on PC, so yes, you can basically play many things that are both on console and on PC, and it still will feel like playing it on a real console, right? If you play them on your PC. Maybe the only thing that PC gaming lacks is the portability. And yeah, that's why people usually get a 3DS or a PSP or a PS Vita or something like that. Unless they have a very good notebook. But still, notebooks are not very. Um, they are easy, but not too easy to carry it with you to everywhere, right? You'd need a backpack for that. Okay, we have the souvenir stall. Where can I build it? Right there. That looks a good place. Oh, never mind, the train's in there. So, maybe there. Generally speaking, I always have my laptop with me when traveling. However, it's old and it will be replaced with a tablet. Are tablets today as good as laptops? Um, do you really think that they can already replace a laptop? I mean, for basic stuff, yes, but for gaming, I'm not sure. Actually, I would say no. But for, I don't know, internet things and yeah, basic things, a tablet can pretty much do the same as a laptop. The only thing the latest iPad can do for me is development tools, and I expect that it will change in the next couple years. Development tools? What are those? What are the development tools? Programming tools for making my own applications. I see. Are you talking about um, because I know that Linux allows that a lot, right? Linux allows you to make programs to customize your own experience with Linux itself. So, yes, maybe when you try to do the same in I don't know Android devices or iPads or something, they won't give you that freedom. So you can't customize everything like you wish. I think that's the case, right? Wait, do I need more mechanics? Why are you there? Oh, he's finally there. Okay. Actually, I didn't know that there was a station near the entrance. That's the first time I'm seeing it. Hey, 9-bit. Hello, how are you, man? iPads are more of closed system. Linux is a completely open source. I can run development tools for iPad applications on my Mac. They just don't yet run on iOS, mostly because it wasn't seen as primary system until recently. But there must be some basic dev tools for iPad. Yeah, there must be something, but according to Pilot, he's still waiting for them to get bigger and to grow more, right? And yes, I can see that happening at some point. There is very robust dev tools for iPad. Xcode is one of the better dev environments. That's what I thought, so what are you talking about? At first we were talking about computers, and now it changes to smartphones and everything. You just can't run it directly on the iPad yet, instead having to develop on OS X for iOS. So you can't use Xcode directly. You know what? Maybe I should not get more roller coasters in here because that's not what I want to build. To build an iPad application, I need to code it on a Mac computer using Xcode, then download the completed application to the iPad. Eventually, you'll be able to code and compile right from the iPad itself. It would be much easier, right? It would be much easier because it sounds like something tiring to do. You need to go to your computer, do everything in there, and then move it to the iPad, and it's annoying. Probably there is an easy way to do it. For example, maybe you can send things through Dropbox or something, but it sounds a little bit tiring. You know what? I will start doing some advertisements in here. Because if I get more people to the park, they will help me to raise my money thanks to my admission price. So I will start doing some advertisements. And I will start doing free drink or food. Free candy apples. and also free rides. Free rides on Zygorator 1. Let's see how that goes. In Xcode, can you hook the iPad up to the computer and have them interact while you develop? Free candy apples, sign me up. Damn, Dom, now I wish I had candy apples too. Actually, I don't remember the last time I had candy apples. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm not sure. I haven't tried. There is an excellent virtualized iOS built right in though. Like run tests from Xcode on virtual OS. You guys know so much about tech stuff. I wish I knew that much. I'm such a I'm such a loser regarding tech stuff. And fun fact, when the computers break in my home, I'm the one that they call to fix it. So yes, we are better than some people, but we can't be the best. I don't remember either. Yes, also cotton candy. It's been many years since I last had cotton candy. Those two things, I don't remember when I had them for the last time. I don't really know much, but I know enough to sound like I do. Yes, 9-bit, you are doing your job perfectly there. I believe I have heard of Xcode. That word doesn't sound very weird to me or strange to me. But if you asked me what it was, I wouldn't know if you guys weren't talking about it right now. Actually, I wish my parents knew a little bit more of computers and internet security and things like that. Because every time I get back to my hometown and every time I'm visiting my parents, I see the amount of problems that their computers have, and it's bad. I need to every time run an antivirus and run a malware program, um, because even if they try their best to protect their computers from breaking or for having some issues, they still allow a lot of problems to happen. So I wish my parents knew a little bit more of, I don't know, security in general. Thankfully, they know something, so they are not totally dumb about that. But every time I get there and check their computers, I find some problems. Hey Emily, how are you today? Oh, we got the go-karts. Should we do one? Actually, I kind of want to build one because it's such a good attraction. Let's see, where could I do it? Maybe in here. I can't see myself doing anything in here, so I will try to build one in there. Oh, the roller coaster is in there. Here's a random question for you all. I'm thinking about getting either a Wii U or a Switch. Why are you making that question? Of course the answer is Switch. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm alright. I'm alright, Emily. I'm just getting a little bit hungry, but probably I will be cooking pasta later. I would say a Switch. Well, of course there will be some good games for the Switch, right? And maybe there will be a new Smash Bros. In there too. But I don't know if you really want to play just Zelda, and depending on the price you can find for Wii U, well, maybe it is also a good choice. The good thing about the Wii U is that the virtual console in there is great. So you can play many old games in the Wii U, right? But I believe that Switch will get some very good games, and it already has some good games. Switch has some very good indie games right now, right? But of course, many of those games you can find on Steam or something. Yeah, if the Wii U is not costing too much or costing too much right now, it could be a good thing, but not because of the games on Wii U. I would say mostly because of the virtual console on the Wii U. Because also many games of the Wii U are going to the Switch. Okay, okay, there we go. Emily wishes that she still had her Wii. Wii was a great console, right? Yes, Wii U is pretty great for the virtual console and the ability to play Wii games. plus a more robust library and cheaper accessories such as more controllers. However, nothing new is coming to it and it doesn't have the portability. And also, in my opinion, the games for Wii U are not too much. There are some good games like Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. But in general, there is no huge game, that I don't know. It's like an incomplete console, in my opinion. It feels like an incomplete console. But yes, the virtual console in there is awesome, and the Wii games you can play on the Wii U, so that's also great. My Wii is broke, so I'm still on the fence of which console I should get to. Are you thinking about only Nintendo consoles, or are you also considering getting a PlayStation 4 or something? And my 3DS is still bad. Um, when I changed its battery, it worked for a while, but now I believe that the battery is dead again. So maybe I need to buy another battery, and that sucks. Oh, just Nintendo. So you are considering buying either a Switch or a Wii U? I don't know. In my opinion, I would save for the Switch because many games on Virtual Console I can play them on emulator, for example. But yes, Pilot said that you can play the Wii games on Wii U, and that's also something good. And I can't see myself buying a console that's not Nintendo. Especially Xbox. Xbox is a console that has nothing that interests me. Nothing. I could never see myself buying an Xbox. I could see myself buying a PlayStation 4 or 3 just because of Persona and also because of the Crash Bandicoot remastered version, but that's all. There is no other game that would make me really want to have a PlayStation console. It's just Persona, basically. The only thing that interests me about PS4 was the Final Fantasy games, and those are all getting PC releases now. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure about Final Fantasy 15, the last one, but maybe it is also for PC, right? I don't think so, but maybe. I think I will build an ice cream stall in there. I think that the only thing they are really missing so far for the Switch is a Smash Brothers, because they got Mario Kart 8 again, they got Zelda, they got a great Mario game, they will have a great Kirby game very soon, they will have Mario Tennis. They are also missing Mario Party, but I'm pretty sure they will make a Mario Party soon in there. But Smash Bros is their biggest missing game so far. Once they get Smash Bros to Switch, I don't think people will keep going after a Wii U anymore. Are you guys excited for the Nintendo Labo? Did you guys see that? I think it was a good idea, but I want to see more. Oh, Final Fantasy 15 is going to the PC. Okay, it is getting to PC. I hope the Crash Bandicoot Remastered also gets to PC. Labo looks interesting, but not something I would ever buy. A lot of people are going to have fun with it. Yes, it looks very fun. And I wonder how long are the games in there? Because by looking at the trailer, the games they looked very simple. Oh, okay, so we had a crash. I was just talking about Crash Bandicoot, but that wasn't the crash that I wanted to happen. 12 people have died in an accident on Zygorator 1. In memory of everyone that died. Where is my Bible thumb? Ah, that sucks. But let's see what we can do about that. Thankfully, that's a move. Thankfully, it was in year 2, right? So I still have a lot of time to recover from that. Also, I will change something in here. Okay, that's the one that crashed. And this is the one that's working. So I'm closing Zygorator 2 because it has 4 trains. That's the problem. I will change it to 1 train and 3 cars per train. So now it won't break anymore or crash. Actually it will break, but it won't crash. The problem are always the trains. And you see, last breakdown, station breaks failure. Every time I have that problem and I have more than 1 train in the roller coaster, I have a crash. I'm still surprised that it happened though, because I was having inspections in every 10 minutes. But okay, Zygorator, I'm so sorry. You are dead. And people died. And yes. Hopefully Zygorator 2 won't crash anymore. And now I need to do something about that. Should I demolish it? Maybe I should demolish it. I did it. Let's build a new roller coaster, right? How much does it cost to build a wooden twister roller coaster? Because this is an expensive roller coaster, right? Let me see if I can build the wood twister one. I could, and it's not that bad. Let me zoom in for a bit. Maybe in there. We have it now. So let me add an on-ride photo section. Oh, I can't? Maybe in there. And let's see. Entrance and exit. I want only one train and 12 cars per train. I'm not having another crash in here. How can I make this? This is a very crazy idea, but why not? It works. It's a very long line, but it works. I take that. and inspections in every 10 minutes. You would never go on that ride? Do you think that is too exciting or too intense? Yes, it looks very intense. And yes, I decided to to make a huge line. Let me see the height marks. Look at that. You need to start in the 10th level and you need to climb until you get to the 20th level. That's crazy. Now let me add some chairs in there. Also some litter bins. But it was easier to make that huge stairs than to connect the entrance to this path in here. So that's too much for me. Emily, are you a member of the Serious Sloth Army? Let me get to my chat. There it is. But if the stairs weren't that long, would you go to that attraction? Would you go to the roller coaster? Because I wouldn't. I'm a coward. And I can't go to very exciting rides. Your emote is gone? Yes. Pilot's gift sub has ended, right? I'm sorry, Emily. Maybe next Christmas. But at least you were able to experience it and used it a lot. So I appreciate that. Oh, you would go to this roller coaster seriously? No way. Yeah, Pilot now has the 160p now. Next Christmas, Pilot will give you a sub. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Pilot calls. Let's send more advertisements in here. Free ice creams this time. Actually, I will use every advertisement now. Let's waste my money here. I will promote my go-karts, free rides on the newest roller coaster, which is this one, and half-price entry. You can't make up songs. Are you trying to make a song? By the way, are you guys getting pizza today on Domino's? Look at that line. Look at that line. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at those poor people. Maybe I should hire a new handyman. That was like a twist on that Last Christmas song. Oh, Last Christmas, I see. So you said next Christmas. Okay, I got it. You had pizza twice last week. Too many calories. I bought pizza on Friday and I had it until Sunday, if I'm right. And yesterday I cooked some red beans, rice, farofa, vinaigrette sauce. I still have red beans in here, but I'm saving it for tomorrow. because today I might eat pasta instead. I don't like to eat the same thing every day, you know. But pizza. Pizza, I was eating pizza from Friday to Sunday. So what else is going on in here? It's interesting that I'm not having too many problems in my park. I mean, regarding people. I had the crash going on in there, but we are already healed from that. So I'm not having too many, right? Too many or too much? Too much problems or too many? I would say too much problems. Too much problems, right? Oh, Don might get pizza. I need to lose weight. Trying to give up pizza for the next several months here. Shall see how it goes. I will say F in advance for you because I don't think you'll be able to not buy pizza for that amount of time. You gotta have that Ripped Beach bod. Oh, okay. Ripped Beach bod going for the summer. I can't wait until it's winter in here. Because summer will stick with me for a while longer, right? I can't wait until summer ends in here. Especially because of the time zone differences that I'm having in comparison to you all. When summer ends in here, my time zone will get closer to yours again. Gotta get rid of everything else and eat only pizza. That's some pro strat in there. Something that I still need to buy for this year is Brazilian barbecue. Maybe I should do it like in my birthday or something. Because yes, I still need to eat some Brazilian barbecue in this year. Also, I should save the game again, just in case. We never know when I'll have a power outage, right? But today things are looking alright. Yes, I still need to make my homemade pizza. That's true. Wrong emote. That's a burger minion. Is it burger? I'm not sure if it is burger. I can't see the first letter. I'm assuming it is burger. I still need to watch the freaking Minions movie, but I'm not a huge fan of the Minions or um, is Despicable Me the name of the movie in English? I think it is. Emily hates Minions. It's funny that some people either hate it or love it, right? I also have never watched Frozen. Yes, Emily hates Minions. Confirmed. Yesterday I started rewatching old animes. Oh, Gravitron. Okay, we can build that. After Jake's stream, I was feeling that I should rewatch Cardcaptor Sakura, and I found all the episodes on YouTube. So I started watching them, and it gave me chills. It gave me goosebumps, right? Goosebumps. And now I'm excited to try finishing watching some old animes that I'm still missing to watch until the end. For example, uh, I'm not sure how you guys say it in English, but Rama Half, or yeah, I believe it's Rama Half because it's 1/2, so Rama Half. And oh, The Last Airbender, I have watched it, and the first season is great. And I have no idea why Nightbot took that. Oh yes, you guys want to watch Avatar again. The first season was great. Korra was also good, but the second season was not that good, you know? Yes, Rama Half, that's the anime that I need to finish. It's so long, and I believe I got to something like fourth season, but every time I get to that part of the anime, I get tired of it because it gets bad in that part. So I always give up about keep going. But I need to not give up. I need to give it another shot until I finally get through that part of the anime and keep going and I can see how it ends. I have given up on watching any anime longer than 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, Hama is a very long one. Emily liked Korra. I liked the first season but not the second. You are so tired of shows that never end. Yes, I can't see myself starting to watch Naruto and One Piece. No, I can't see myself watching those. I have only watched part of The Last Airbender. I likely will soon. You should, Drew. It's a very good anime, especially the Legend of Aang. So it's a very good show. Emily likes watching long TV shows if they are interesting and if they keep being interesting, then it's alright. But for example, in my opinion, when it gets to the fourth season of Rama Half, it gets it gets worse. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's because I don't like the new characters that come to the history in there, or that come to the story, right? That come to the story in there. You like Gilmore Girls? Yeah, many people like that show. Anime tends to be about power development, and by season 5 they can fart to blow up a solar system. It just gets so stupid. Yes, that's why I said that they need to keep being interesting. Otherwise, you can't keep going with that anymore. One of the few very long animes that I don't know. I was able to watch it until the end, and I'm not sure if I could say that it was still interesting or not, but maybe it was. Was Inuyasha. Inuyasha is also very very long, and it was a great show, but I'm not sure if it is that interesting by the end of Inuyasha. My sister likes it too. We're talking about Gilmore Girls, right? And fun fact, Hamahoff is from the same creator of Inuyasha. So everything that woman does is super long. Inuyasha is super long. Hama half is super long. Yes, Inuyasha is very good, but it's super long. And I was able to watch until the end. I want to save the world. In Portuguese it is Quero mudar o mundo. Yeah. Oh, you are leaving, pilot? That's alright, man. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great afternoon and a great night. And good luck in your studies, man. I talk to you later. You and your friend started watching it last year. Oh my god. Yeah, if you start watching Inuyasha with your friend, you guys need to stick together for a very long time because the show is super long. Hey Early, how are you, man? How are you today? We are talking about animes. I still need to watch the one you recommended me to watch. Seven Deadly Sins, right? I have it on my Netflix list. But like I was saying, I have decided to rewatch. Oh, thank you for the. Oh, you are speaking in Portuguese in there. Thank you for the resub, man. Yeah, the last 7 months were amazing. And 7 months, seven deadly sins, Illuminati, right? Yes, I want to watch it early. I will do it at some point. I have decided to get back to some old animes though. It is a sign. Yes, they are coming. I have decided to rewatch Cardcaptor Sakura. You guys really should watch that, especially Emily and Dom, because I believe they are fans of Sailor Moon, right? I would say that Cardcaptor Sakura is like Pokemon mixed with Yu-Gi-Oh and Sailor Moon. It's so good. What is the next weekend game? I'm planning to start Final Fantasy VII. I'm planning to start Final Fantasy VII. I will test it, but I believe I will be able to work it. Oh, wait, to make it work, right? I still need to watch more of Sailor Moon. I have watched a few episodes, but I have never watched everything. Maybe someday I will watch everything. But Emily, you need to watch Cardcaptor Sakura, especially because they are doing a new season. They decided to make a new season. If you like Sailor Moon, I should play the theme song in Pop and Music. Yes, I remember that. There is a Pop and Music game that has the theme. I remember early playing it before. And also Evangelion. Or Evangelion. I'm not sure how you guys say it. Probably Evangelion. But Evangelion is a very disturbing show. It's a very disturbing anime. So I'm not sure if I would recommend it. It's not for everyone. Evangelion is very disturbing. It's not the most disturbing thing I have ever seen, but it's disturbing a lot. Because it mixes angels, demons, and kids, and apocalypse, and sci-fi. So you can only expect it to be disturbing, right? Oh, there is a tree in there? Oh, no, I don't have area. Okay. Maybe I should do it like this. She has limited edition collectibles that cost more than $200 each. I'm too poor for collectibles like that right now. I wish I could have some mangas. Or mangas? How do you guys say that? The only one that I have been buying right now are the Pokemon ones. This is the Orange League Pokemon manga. I'm still reading it actually. This is the only one that I have been buying right now. but there are so many other mangas of different animes or different shows that I would like to read them too, right? But they are very difficult to find and they are also expensive, so maybe it is not worth it. You haven't bought manga in a long time. Yes, I have decided to buy this one because I can get some offers on buying them if I wait some time until buying them. So they aren't too expensive, and I also think that there aren't too many of them. For example, the first part of the Pokemon mangas only had 3 volumes, so I could buy them very easily, right? I don't think they have too many different mangas, you know. Early has a few manga. He has older Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist. Drew started watching Full Metal Alchemist, and it seems that he's liking it so far. And by the way, I do have some couple Inuyasha mangas in here. If I get them right now, I will do a huge mess on my shelf. But if you guys want, I can try to get them. But I have a couple Inuyasha mangas in here. I believe I have only 6 mangas, I guess. Tell him to watch Brotherhood. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let me finish this Woa Belly and Gravitron. Wait, this is actually bad. I need to change it like that. Oh wait. Yes, this is so bad. Change this again. I believe it needs to be like that. Wait, no, it needs to be... Okay, I finally did it. There we go. This was a puzzle. My favorite anime when I was a kid used to be Saint Seiya, but I'm pretty sure that Saint Seiya is not too popular in other countries, or not as popular. Oh, Drew is watching Brotherhood right now. There's 2 Full Metal Alchemist animes. So, are they not connected? Because they should be, right? There used to be an anime called Monster Rancher or Monster Farm. I believe you can find that anime with both names. I used to watch it a lot as a kid, and I also remember watching that show and playing RollerCoaster Tycoon at the same time as a kid. I have that memory, and I still need to go back to it because I haven't seen the ending, so someday I need to get back to Monster Rancher or Monster Farm. It's not a very good show, but I still want to know how it ends. And we got to the final year in here. So let me save the game again. And we are missing 300 guests. I believe we will be able to make it because we have money, we have time. So this won't be a huge problem in my opinion. Maybe if I could make a new food plaza that could help me. Yes, maybe here. This looks good. Okay, we can make a new food plaza in there. And this will help people to not get mad. So they will stay longer in my park. It seems that I was only having problems with the price of go-karts. Time to see how expensive a Switch is. I don't know how much is it costing there, but in here it is something around 1,600 reais. If you are lucky, you can find it for 1,400, but it's something between that, 1,400 and 1,600. I'm still watching a YouTuber playing Persona 5 for his first time, but I believe that in less than a month, or maybe in the following weeks, he will be able to finish the game. And then I won't have anyone else playing Persona 5 to watch. So I'm thinking that after I finish watching him playing Persona 5, I should use that time to go back to the animes. Or to the animes, right? And either rewatch them or finish them. Because like I said, I need to finish watching Hama Half, and I need to finish watching Monster Rancher. And I'm also rewatching Cardcaptor Sakura. Especially because Cardcaptor Sakura will get a new season soon. Wait, you should play Persona 5? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about to playing Persona 5. First, it's a very long game. Second, it has a lot of exploration, decisions to make, and things like that. If you start rushing, I'm not sure if that's the best game to play. Also, the dialogue. It has a lot of dialogue. Actually, the game is all about the dialogue. So I don't know. I'm not sure if you would enjoy the game. Maybe you would, because it's a very stylish game and the RPG is fun. It has it has even some connections to Pokemon. I heard someone saying that Persona was Pokemon meets Inception, and that makes sense. And the person even said, "Oh, if I knew that Persona was like Pokemon meets Inception, I would have played it earlier." Yeah, that comparison was a good one. But it has dialogue, it's a very long game. I don't know. Maybe you should play it by your in your free time instead of streaming it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it would be a good game for you to stream it. Maybe that's the point. But yes, after I finish watching that YouTuber, I believe I'll give Persona 5 a break. Because I have been watching Persona 5 since April of last year. Since it was released. And every time I finished watching someone playing it, there was someone else that I wanted to watch playing it too, so I had a lot of videos to watch regarding Persona 5. But now I'm finally finishing watching the last one, the last guy that I wanted to watch. And then I will give it a break. So now we have 1,300 guests, and also we have the very good amount of park rating. So basically, we cleared the objective of this level. We just need to wait until the year ends. miss hot dogs. It's been also a while since I last had hot dogs. I kind of wish I had a hot dog right now in here. Maybe I should look for a place in here that sells it. But honestly, cooking my own hot dog would be the best option. Drew, are you planning to start your stream earlier than usual? Uh, damn. Wait. Okay, that was complicated, but you did it. That's what matters. Okay, nice to know. So I will pay attention. Um, how can I say it? I will look for it in an earlier time than usual. I'm not sure how long do you want to play Banjo Tooie tonight, but I really hope that you get to the third level today, at least just to see it, because that level is amazing and it's very unique and very creative, and I'm pretty sure many people love it. And yes, I hope you can find some time or visit that place just to take a look at that, because it's a very unique place. But I also do like Glitter Gulch Mine. I know that people get lost in there, and myself included, but I like that place. Oh, Drew isn't going to stop until he beats Stewie tonight? Damn. Yeah. Honestly, if Drew beats Stewie, I will be very surprised. Because he has no idea what's waiting for him in the final boss. He has no idea. If he had problems in Banjo-Kazooie, mix that with Dark Souls and then he'll get the final boss of Banjo-Tooie. It's crazy. But maybe maybe there is a chance that he can make it through, but I don't know. It will be hard. Maybe it's better for us to not think on that right now. Honestly, maybe it is. I can totally see you spending more time to beat the final boss in Banjo-Tooie than you had to spend in Dark Souls. At least for some bosses, right? Maybe there is a Dark Soul boss that is as bad as the one in Tooie. I don't know, man. That boss is crazy. The biggest reason why it is crazy is because it is not like those fights that end soon. So it's a long fight. Just like Banjo-Kazooie, it's something very long. So if you do a simple mistake, that can cost your life. And that's what's bad. Yes, you will never give up, and me neither. Someday I will go back to Banjo-Tooie, and I really will do my best to try to do 100% there. I know my problems in that game. I know which jigs will make me suffer, but I really want to make 100% in that game because it deserves it. At least in my life, it was a very remarkable game. So I really would like to pay respects via 100% in it. But it's hard. There are some crazy jigs in there that are very difficult. Especially in the most difficult level in the game. Okay, so what should I do in here? Maybe I should hire a new mechanic. But I have to say, you have been doing great. You have been doing very, very great in Banjo-Tooie so far. I'm proud. I wasn't believing in you at first, but now I have some hopes. You were able to get everything you could do right now in Mayahan Temple, right? And I'm proud. Things will get harder, but you can do it. Just don't give up. So it seems that if I stop doing the advertisements, the amount of people in my park will drop like crazy. I wish I could get to some stability in here. Maybe you will no longer believe soon? No, I still believe in you. At least for the incoming levels. I will stop believing in you when you get to the 5th level, or when you get to the when you get to the 5th level. Then I will start to stop believing in you. But until you get to the 4th level, you might be cool. You might be good. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. It's not the 5th, it's the 6th. When you get to the 6th level, I might stop, or I might start stopping believing in you. Is that the way to say it? Start to stop believing in you? I hope it is. So that's why it is very important for you to do a good job now in those first words, right? Because later things will be much more difficult. Oh, people are not going there because it's broken. Okay, I was thinking it was because of the price. And by the way, I'm officially hungry right now. When I'm finishing this, or when I'm done with this, it's pasta time. You know something else that would be great? If I bought some burgers. I'm not sure if I should buy burgers though. Maybe not. Maybe I could save it for later. But I would be down to eat some burgers tonight. But probably I will cook pasta. I still have ingredients. I will have time to do it. Yes, I will forget the burgers and focus on pasta. Yeah, I will cook pasta. Let's do it. But soon I will need to buy more ingredients because I believe I have only one more green pepper in here, and I do love green peppers. Maybe I can try buying them on Thursday. Why is my park rating so bad? Maybe it is because I'm not building new attractions. That's my guess. Oh, this is park value, never mind. I don't have a park rating graphic. Graphic or is it graph? Maybe it is graph, the way to say it. A Switch is $300 in there. I really wish that the conversion to Brazilian currency would follow the uh, how can you say it? I would follow the I don't know how to say that in English. The exchange um numbers, is that the way to say it? When you are changing dollars to reais? Yeah, I wish it was that price in here. Is it rate? But that's not what happened, you know. You can't do a direct exchange rate. Yeah, in singular it is real or real in Portuguese. Without my English accent, it is real, and in plural it is reais. reais. Real and reais. Or in English it would be real and reais. Yeah, it's called Rio. It's Rio. But I really wish that the price of that here would be that simple conversion or exchange rate. And it's not. It's almost the double of that price. Because a switch in here is almost 1,600 reais. And if you are lucky, you might be able to find it for 1,400 reais. So it's crazy. People say that it's because taxes. Also, sometimes it's because of people here increasing the price much more than it should be. But yes, they are also out of basically every Switch game in store. Seriously? In my opinion, you should wait. I don't think this is the best time for you to buy it. Just wait, because are you planning to play it anytime soon? Otherwise, you should wait. Or you should do some more research um, and see where has the best price. But if you're not planning to play it soon, I think you should wait. Yes, $1 in there is equal to 3 and a little bit more reais in here. I know that. But when things come here, like a Switch for example, they get taxed and people increase much more the price of it than it should be. So basically it is much better for you to buy something outside and bring it here instead of buying it in here. Yes, I don't know, unless you are really thinking on playing it right now. Otherwise, I would wait. Ferris wheel, okay. 10 cents or should I make it free? I will make it free. You have too many other games you need to play? That's fair. Maybe you should wait. Unless you are crazy to play something. Off and on stream. I wish I had more games to play off stream. But I haven't been playing anything off stream. Maybe if my 3DS was working, I would be playing more Pokemon Sun and Moon. But yes, I haven't been playing too much thing or too many things, right? Too many things off stream. And my park rating is dropping like crazy. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm not building new things. But I'm getting a gentle ride. Okay. Can I do a log flume somewhere? Or maybe a river rapids? Ropey rapids. Can I build this somewhere? I believe I can. Or maybe not. Maybe there. Does it fit in there? It doesn't. I play all my games off stream. I haven't picked up with. Wait. I haven't picked up my 3DS since early December. Tales games? I don't know. If I plan to play Tales games, I would prefer streaming them. You want me to play it? But here's a problem. I'm not sure if my computer can handle a Tales game. Because I know that those games are very... Uh, they demand a lot of your computer, don't they? Because I think they do. They have crazy graphics and everything. So my computer is also a problem. I'm not sure if I would be able to play that game right now. If I started streaming Dinner Dash, I used to play Dinner Dash a lot, Emily. I used to love that game. It's funny that you are talking about it. It used to be so addicting. I need a little bit more space in there. I would block you. Symphonia is older and originally came out on GameCube. Yeah, I will need to see because some GameCube games like Wind Waker and Force Wars Adventurous, they gave me some troubles, but they were still streamable. Oh, now I can finally build it. Wait. Oh, it needs to be there? Oh, there we go. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state of my paths. Okay, more handyman. Hey, Lucky, how are you, man? And now we can raise the admission price. Oh my god, so many things are happening. Wait! An award, okay, thank you for that. But I need to create an entrance and an exit in here. Close. Change the footpath. Lucky, when are you playing Cave Story, man? I'm still waiting for that. But how are you? You know that I won't stop talking about Cave Story until you give me a date, right? You are good, it's too hot? Yes, man. Today here was also very hot. I actually started streaming with my curtains closed. So I could avoid getting some intense sunlight from the window. It's pretty good here. I'm sorry for you. Yeah, I'm sorry For you too, Lucky, but I can feel your pain. I can feel your suffering. We are sharing the summertime. Summertime sadness, right? Do you guys like that song? I kinda like that song. Summertime feel bad, man. Okay, I did it. I'm changing the inspection to 10 minutes. Also, I'll change the colors in here. Hopefully that helps me to get more guests and to increase my park rating. A day for Cave Story, let me get back to you on that. I don't know what it feels like outside. Dom, what? Yeah, Summertime Sadness. Oh, you love anything from her? Actually, I believe that's the only song that I really know from her. So maybe I should listen to her more, right? Carnival arrived in town today? Yes, it's actually almost time to Carnival in Brazil too, but I'm not excited to Carnival in Brazil at all. Not at all, because things are so messy and crazy and confusing, and drunk people and traffic and dirty and no. For me, Carnival in Brazil is just a no. I still like to watch it on TV, or at least to watch the uh, Samba School. Is that how I call them? The Samba Parade, right, on TV that happens in Rio. But if I need to go to Rio, if I need to go somewhere far from my house during Carnival, it's I don't like it. I know why some people like it, but it's not something that I would like to do because I don't drink, so I can't join the crazy people doing crazy things outside. I wouldn't leave my house because of how cold it is in there, right? I wish it were 10 degrees Celsius in there. That would be too cold for me actually, but I would say the same as Emily. I wouldn't leave my house. Because when it is 10 degrees Celsius or something close to that in here, it's too cold for me. That's how bad I am. Imagine in a place where you can see snow. I would be dead. Oh, you meant for the party? Yes, it's also not for me. I even tried once and someone stole my wallet during that day, so never again. Yeah, it's great weather. I would be dead. I would be dead. I would like it, but I wouldn't leave my house and I would be wearing a lot of clothes to protect myself. That's how I feel about 10 degrees Celsius. Yes, I got my wallet stolen. And that happens a lot actually during Carnival here. So it was very stressful. Yes, and you don't even notice it. When you finally notice it, the thief is too far from you. Uh, Hours have passed by. They even stole a friend of mine sandals in front of us. Nobody saw they disappearing, and we are all in a circle. And suddenly, someone stole his sandals. When you are going to those crazy carnival parades in here, you really shouldn't get, or you shouldn't bring uh, too many things or too many valuable things with you, because the less you have, the better. For example, if you go outside with your cell phone, be careful, because especially if you keep using it and if you keep showing it to others, probably someone will want to steal you. I would keep my wallet in my pants. Yeah, you need to be super careful, and also don't bring some valuable things with you, because things are a little bit bad during this period in here, especially when you are going to some very crowded places, right? And then things happen and you don't see that they happening. But for those that live close to those places and they don't need to carry too much money with them because they can walk back home or something like that, then those people don't need to bring their wallets or cell phones or things like that. Oh, people think it's like that in New York, but it's not at all. I don't know how it is in New York, but I believe it's safer than here. Yes, thankfully building the river rapids that helped me to increase my park rating, and also the gas in my park. So now I believe it will be good. But I'm saving the game again, just in case. If you are stupid, then you would get your ass robbed. The same works in here. But you are not stupid. There we go. But yes, in here the same happens. If you don't be careful, then you might get your things stolen. A head stall. Okay, let's do more marketing. Also, another reason why I don't like Carnival too much is because of the music. I'm not a huge fan of Brazilian music in general, but there is a genre of Brazilian music that's very popular in the Northeast region. So, for those that really love that genre, they they will have some great parties and great shows and concerts in there right now. But that's not my case. We're going to drive home. Drive safe, man. Take care, right? And I talk to you later. Maybe I will have my stream finished by the time you get home. Yeah, genre. Genre? I'm never sure how to say that. It has a difficult sound in the second syllable. Genre. Maybe it's genre. It's a hard word for me. Oh, is it genre? It's not genre. Really? No, it's not genre. Genre? Maybe genre. Genre? Is it genre really? Wow. So I was totally mistaken. Genre. Okay, genre. Okay, there we go. Genre. Yeah, okay, it's genre. You're right. Now it sounds correct. Genre. And I was saying genre. It's such a different and unique word. Genre. I need to remember that. The genre is called axé in Portuguese. It writes like X in English. That's the name of the genre. For those that like that, Carnival is their best time to enjoy the parties because they play it a lot. Oh, it's because it's French. Yeah, that explains a lot. But yes, Brazilian music is not for me at all. We have many different genres, but yeah, I can't. It means a kind in French. Interesting. And it makes sense. Actually, in Portuguese, we have a very close word for that too. It's called gênero. And you can also use that word for musical uh, genres, right? If you say musical, wait, in Portuguese it would be gênero musical, and that makes sense. So probably genre is our gênero. No, I didn't say genitals. I said gênero musical because música is music in Portuguese, and the adjective is musical. You need to you need to add al in the end of the word. Music plus al turns into musical. I know, Emily. Don't worry. But I'm teaching you Portuguese right now. Spanish is general. Yeah, in Portuguese it is also like that. I have to be honest, but now I forgot if we have. Yes, I believe we have an accent mark in the first um, syllable in there. I believe that's how you write gênero in Portuguese. It's not a very common word though. And general means the the military guy, general, right? But do you say música or do you say música in Spanish? Because in Portuguese it is música. Is it the same in Spanish or is it música, for example? I would say it's the same. It would be música. And música in Portuguese also has an accent mark. Maybe it is música too, right? It sounds the same, so it's música. Yeah. But in Portuguese you have an accent mark. And do you know Czech? Have you been trying to learn Czech? In German it is Musik. Musik. Yes, I don't know. I don't know where Dom took that trap card, but she used it right now. Yesterday I was watching an English lesson that was teaching me how to make questions without using the uh, auxiliary verbs, right? Like do and does. And one of the hardest things for us Brazilians to do when trying to make those questions without using those auxiliary verbs is getting rid of our accent but also the intonation. It's all about the intonation of the way you ask the question. And our intonation in Portuguese is different from the one that it is in English. So that's why it's hard for us to make questions without using the auxiliary verbs with the same intonation that it should be. Your grandmother is from Ostrava, so I remember a few words she used to use. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know too much about my family history. Yes, I don't know if my family came from somewhere else. So as far as I know, we are all Brazilians, but maybe at some point we have some other descendants. I wish I knew more Spanish maybe, or more about your own family. I wish I knew more German. I really wish I knew more German. More about my family. Yes, I don't know too much about my family either. I actually don't know the names of my uh, grandparents and grandmothers. I do remember a little bit because my father told me recently during Christmas that yeah, I'm trying to remember their names, but I know that my grandmother was Conceição. That's not a name popular in English for sure. And also the other one was Amelia. But I don't know too much about them. You know, this whole thing called slavery happened. Yeah, it did. And it was very strong in here too, in my country. And actually it took many years until it finally could change. The disgusting state of paths. Where though? Oh, right here. My mom's side is the only side I know a lot about. As far as my dad's side, they have been in America since the beginning, but my grandmother moved here from the Republic in her 30s. Yes, I don't know too much about my family. I only know that my family is huge. Um my family is huge. I might have cousins and cousins and cousins that I have never heard about before. My great mother, wait, my great grandmother. Oh, that's how you call it. It's not grandmother, it's great grandmother. I see. My great grandmother told me that her great grandfather came from Turkey. That's very different. I wish I also knew something like that. You know that there is a test, right? A test that you can do if you want to know more about your origins. Maybe someday I should try doing one. You need to send some saliva or mouth skin to the test so they can examine it and they will tell you your origins. Yes, me too. I want to know what happens if I take that test. His name is really Spanish. You don't know if it was a lie? No, it might not be a lie. But my family is very big. In my mother's side, I have eight uncles and aunts in total. And in my father's side, I have, I believe, five? I would say five. Five uncles and aunts at total. So they are huge families. And it's even and it doesn't stop growing. Last year, one of my uncles had a new kid, a new baby. So I got a new cousin or cousin, right? I got a new cousin. I mean, how would a Turkish man get to the Dominican Republic? Emily, but it's still possible. It's still possible. I know many people that they leave their countries to get to Brazil, for example. Maybe the biggest example I could give to you are the Japanese. Brazil has the biggest Japanese immigration group in history. So we have a lot of Japanese people living in here. But yes, Dominican Republic, I don't know. I'm not sure which things there are in Dominican Republic to make people go there. You know, it's a very specific place. Oh, I need to do more advertisements. Yeah, it has a lot of tourism. You would need to see uh, if the family member, I forgot who it was, the great grandfather, right, of your great grandmother. You need to see if he went to Dominican Republic thanks to tourism, and then if he decided to stay in there. Some foreigners do that in here, in Brazil. Usually, when people come here, they get impressed by nature, of course. Also, they get impressed by the food, and also they get impressed by the people. Yeah, unfortunately, he's dead, but that's what you need to see. If he came before uh, to Dominican Republic, if he was there before moving to there, that's why we need to do some family investigations. But it's hard. It's super hard to remember your past, right? Or to remember your family past. But I do want to make that test. The one that tells you where your genes came from or something like that. Yes, I want to do the DNA thing. Maybe the results won't be too surprising, but it's still something fun to try. I wonder if it is too expensive though. It's hard because the Dominican Republic had so many people living in it back then. I bought mine at Old Navy. Wait, I bought mine with all these slaves in there. Let me ask you this, Emily. Do you know which plant or which culture they were having in there in Dominican Republic? Because in Brazil it used to be sugarcane and coffee. Um, the slavery history of Brazil is centered in sugarcane and coffee. It would be nice to see where your genes came from. Oh, I bought mine. Oh my god. Okay, I got it now. Do you know about what they used to do in Dominican Republic? In here it was, or they were, coffee and sugarcane. That's what they were exploring in here. The people who lived there were called the Tainos. Tainos, maybe? Probably Tainos because of Spanish. Tainos. I'm just waiting to the end of the year, but we pretty much did it. It was mostly sugarcane too. Yes, in here sugarcane was a huge deal. And also coffee. I believe it was coffee first and then sugarcane. Yeah, maybe all those countries, all Latin American countries, had the same thing going on, right? It's funny that in one of my Chrono Cross streams, I'm trying to remember who told me that, but I believe it was Riker. He was talking, or maybe it was Remito, I'm not sure. But they were talking that, or they were saying that it seems that potatoes came from here, from Latin America. It's, uh, especially Peru, it seems. I'm not sure if that's right, but it's interesting. So thanks to Peru, we have potatoes. We have potatoes because of Idaho. Are they big producers of potatoes? Google said that Tainos were the main people in Cuba and also in Dominican Republic and Haiti and countries near there. I did not know about that. Okay, we did it. Let me save the game. Why am I getting the haunted house only now? It should be something to get much earlier. I think it's just what they are known for, for mainly. I don't know if that's where most come from or not. I see. Yes, in here, I don't know about states that produce something particular or in particular. I know about some other things about their states, right? The Taino were easily conquered by the Spaniards in the beginning in 1493. Enslavement, starvation, and disease reduced them to a few thousand by 1520 and to near extinction by 1550. That sucks. That sucks. Now I'm trying to think if there are many people that are descended from them today. Because if they got to near extinction, maybe there aren't too much or too many. Maybe there aren't too many people, right? There aren't too many people uh, that are descendants from them. It also sucks that some countries in the Central America, like IT, sometimes they suffer some natural disasters, like the earthquake that happened in there some years ago. So not only they don't have too many good living conditions, but also they suffer those bad environment problems or bad nature things, right? So it's very sad. It's very bad. But yeah, guys, I will call it a day here. We were able to beat the objective. I will save the game again just in case. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm back to fast. I'm I'm not sure if I will be very lost in the game tomorrow because it has some confusing mechanics in there. Like it seems that I don't know if you are able to fast travel to some place or to warp to the desired place you want to go. So maybe I'll be a little bit lost tomorrow. Yes, I'm also getting some food. I'm hungry. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you Emily, thank you Dom, thank you everyone else. Yes, I'm going to cook some pasta and maybe watch some Persona 5. But take care everyone. Maybe I see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and goodbye.